Okay guys, let's do a little commentary on my brand new favorite place called either Kathi Rolls or Kathi Rolls. I don't have my Indian friends here to tell me which is the way to say that, but it doesn't matter because it's my brand new favorite place to go eat now. Did y'all see how cute the place is? One day they're gonna be knocking down doors and going all out, because when people really find out about this place, they're gonna come, and they're gonna come by the hundreds every day. What an amazing lunch that was I had. I just finished watching the first Orlando City game for 2020. The guys played amazingly. Unfortunately, the score was 0-0. What a freaking waste of my time. But that's okay, because as I was looking at the game, I was thinking and dreaming about Kathi Rolls. I like Kathi, so I'm going to call it Kathi. Why did I like that place so much? First of all, I used to live in Tampa, home of the Cuban. That's where I met my famous black beans. And this is way before Chipotle, so get it straight. I show up to Tampa, everybody's eating white rice with black beans. I come from Puerto Rican parents that never did black beans. I only saw white beans at my grandma's house once a year, but always red beans. Now, some of my Brazilian friends only eat red beans, so I guess it's not a Puerto Rican thing. But anyway, I moved to Tampa when I was a young lad full of hair, and I go eat at a Cuban place and everything is freaking black beans, and I'm like, what are black beans? What is this? And I fell in love with them. So now if you bind me up, put a gun to my head and say, pick the right beans, I always choose black, like my shirts. So why am I telling you that little story? Because ever since I had a little taste of Cuban cuisine, especially black beans, rice, and a freaking Cuban sandwich, I've always wanted to open a small little place like that. So when I show up to Kathi Rolls, what do I find? A small little quaint, beautiful place. How many tables did I see? 1, 2, 3 next to one wall, and then 3 countertop stools, and then a 4 and a 4. So I'm thinking they're sitting 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17. Let's have a margin of error of probably another 4 more. So when I walked in, I was like, uh-oh, I better pay and grab a seat like right now. But everything was right. The flow came in, the flow left, so it was good. Anyway, did you notice my videos? When you go to the bathroom, they actually are not hiding the kitchen. Look how amazing this is. Big opening, where I was able to take my camera and stick it in their faces and record, which tells me that I'm not the first one to do that. I got to meet the chef's sister. I spoke to the chef. I told them how freaking amazing this Indian food was. I told them that I've been to my favorite place for buffet. Where is that? Ashiwad. AASHIWAD. Round oval sign with white letters on Kirkman and Sand Lake Road. as you're coming from the north. You pass that lake and bam, right there. So that used to be my number one place for buffet, full meals, a lot of choices and everything else. But I gotta tell you what I told the chef of Kathi Rolls. I said, Chef, I don't know how you're doing this. I'm a tikka masala expert. And your sauce and your Kathi roll, how they take the naan bread and make it into a wrap, and they put the onions and the peppers and the chicken tikka masala there. The sauce was just a little notch up, beautiful, spicy. And they roll it up and give it to you in a nice little grabbing paper so this doesn't explode all over the place. I said, Chef, I have never tasted so much intense flavor. And if you look at my sauces there's a reason why I put a picture of my sauces. I had the second to the last, which they should have called maybe medium spicy. I don't know if I would ever go one step lower to the last one, really spicy, or actually it says spicy. But anyway, it was pretty freaking amazing. That taste was just so intense for me. For others, they'll be like, that was, normal. But I don't think so, because I've been around many Indian buffets, as you can tell by my old belly, which about is disappearing because of keto and IF. Now, some of y'all are going to start writing comments about, hey, naan bread is not keto. Well, I don't care. I needed to treat me right every now and then. I've got 3 going on 4 weeks of this keto and IF stuff, and I'm doing pretty good. So a little thin bread ain't going to cause no problems. I'm going to check my blood tomorrow morning and let's see what happens. Anyway, I just wanted to tell you that it was delicious. You saw the place, you saw my pictures, you saw my videos. The samosas, they give you 2 of them for $3.99. They're pretty big. They're about like that. And they give it to you with a green sauce, or they give it to you with a tamarind sauce, which looks pretty dark, and they only give you a little bit, but it's full of flavor. Almost like a sweet and sour sauce, but not really. It's dark and thin, and that was perfect. Wow. So from now on, every time I go, it's Kathi roll, tikka masala chicken with the 2 samosas with tamarind sauce. I don't need the green one. And that'll make me a happy man. Now, all of you guys out there in Orlando that say you like Indian food, wait until you come here and try that sauce. Second one from the bottom. If you're a rookie, if you're hardcore, like people who eat Thai hot and all that stuff, you got to go to the bottom level. But the one that I'm recommending for the average Joe is Perfecto Mundo. Oh my gosh. The only thing that kept me from running away from the Orlando City game was that I was able to dream and think about Kathi Rolls. I'm thinking about it right now. I can't even go home. Game's over. I'm sitting here in the parking lot. Just had to share this with you guys. First thing I'm going to do Monday morning on my computer is send messages to all my Indian friends. And I have an Indian friend who's a little particular. He says he comes from the north of India. So he eats different food, he says. I still don't get it. Indian, Puerto Rican is Puerto Rican, Cuban is Cuban, so I don't get it. But he says that up north India, they eat different than down south. Pretty much all my friends where I work, they're from down south. But he's the first one I'm going to get. And I'm going to say there's a place we must go. And we must go soon. And I don't want to hear your crap about my food is different, I'm not going. BS, you're coming. You know who you are, because I'm sending you this video. Yeah, it's you. You, on the second floor. Yep, second floor. You know who I'm talking about. The guy who freaking broke my knees when I was playing tennis. Alright guys, that's enough. Let's summarize this. Kathi or Kathi Rolls. Curry Ford Road. Next to Conway. Next to a pawn shop that is humongous there. I forgot what it's called. But Kathi Rolls is very small. Look at my first picture of me with it. The sign is very small. So don't miss it. Pull it up. I found it on Google. It gives you the directions and everything. Go in. Immediately try to save a seat because it'll be gone. Order. I'm going to try other items, but this tiki masala chicken was amazing. I think they call it chicken tiki or tiki chicken. You select your sauce. You can select if you want the sauce on the side or mix with the chicken, which I suggest you go that route. If you're a rookie, try the one that I said, second to the last. I get some samosas with tamarind sauce. I also saw a lot of people having like smoothies. Like one was a yellow one, like a mango. There's other flavors. I got a sugar problem, so I can't do it. But all of you guys who can, I'm sure you'll be happy. There were plenty of those sold over there. And then take a walk to the bathroom to wash your hands because you know that the times are weird now with the flu and the coronavirus. So please, you're supposed to wash your hands 30 times a day, I heard on the news. Minimum 30. So when you go wash your hands, before you grab your Kathi roll, take a little step and stop and look at the kitchen and you'll see the masters at work. The lady puts everything together. The chef is in the flat iron cooking all this stuff. You'll see how he digs under and then brings it to the plate. All this stuff looks amazingly beautiful. Now I got a brother who refuses to eat anything Indian. He says the sauces are too strong for him and it upsets his stomachs. Did I just say stomachs like he's a camel and has two stomachs? Maybe he does. Anyway, I don't care what he says. I'm taking him. I'm taking him to this place. He's going to give Indian food one more shot because he cannot be missing out on this deliciousness. And he also knows who he is. Yep. I will tell you what he says every time I say, let's go have some Indian food. And he says, no, I don't want to get the blank. I'm tired of that comment. Because when I want Indian, I got to have Indian. And there's so many deals downtown for buffets, but they only do lunch. Now, I will tell you that I found out the hours of Kathi Rolls, right? When they close, because I'm a night owl. I'm out there Ubering at night trying to make that side money. And I got almost blown away when he told me that they close at 8:30. Anyway, I put the hours there to make sure I got that right for you guys to see. But I got blown away because a place like this is an amazing place for people to leave downtown, which is like 10 minutes away, at 2 o'clock in the morning and come here and pack this place. Now, he did tell me he's going to expand the hours when they hire more people, what he's in the works of doing. And he needs to do that right away. He's got to be open late. I told him. I said, I'm out there, I know. And hopefully the first chance he gets a chance to move and expand and break walls and take over another business, he needs to do that. I don't want him to move. That was a perfect little location there. Central to everybody. I think he's going to do really well. There's my favorite Zaza Cuban down the street. There's Bruno's Pizza down the street. That's a beautiful eatery, and there's no Indian there, so he must stay there. Chef, are you listening? You must. I don't know what business was on the right. The pawn shop was on the left. The pawn shop was big, so I don't think he'll be able to buy a portion of that or lease it out. But on this side, I don't know what was here. So you got to move those walls and expand as soon as possible. And stay open till 2 in the morning at the minimum. That's what I'm suggesting. Extreme Life Reviewer has been around a long time looking at food. That's why I got a sugar problem. So this is my recommendation. Chef, you're going to see this face 1,000 more times. I'm going to be bringing my Indian friends from work because they're not going to believe how wonderful you cook. I'm going to help you out. I'm going to make it my mission. And this video is the first thing that is blasting out. I got my own channels to let my other people know. I may even ask you one day how much is it to close the restaurant for an hour so I can bring my own peeps here and fill it up with 25 people. What do you think of that, Chef? Are you ready? Come up with a rate. It'll be called the Extreme Life Reviewer Kathi Rolls Party. And it'll be late. It'll be after you close. So if you're closing at 8 or 9, I'm going to be there from 9 to 10 or 9 to 11. So we're going to work on that later. Anyway, Orlando, I've given you the most beautiful find. You must go. I almost didn't do this commentary because I know that people, when they watch this by the thousands, they're going to get out there. And then when I come hungry, I may not get a seat. But I don't care because I'll buy it and sit down outside on the curb like a hobo and eat it right outside on the street. Or maybe I'll do like the famous guys from F, That's Delicious. Have you guys seen that show? F, That's Delicious? Meaning blank, that's delicious. By the famous rapper and chef Bronson, Action Bronson. Every time they go out to all these places everywhere around the world, what do? Half of the time they get the food, they go outside, they put their food on top of a garbage can, everybody grabs around, or on top of a car, they wrap around it, and then they start picking out standing up. Hood style, baby, and I think I like it. So it's okay. I walk in one day and it's packed, I don't care, I'll go outside. There's a freaking pawn shop next door. I may just go over there and buy a $2 chair, talk them down to $1, sit outside, eat my Kathi roll, and then go back and sell it to them for $5 and make me some money. What do you think of that? Okay, that's enough of this. I need to get home. Orlando City, I can tell you guys are going to do good this year. What the heck happened? My freaking car gave up on me. At 18 minutes, the lights go off. Okay. Orlando City, I know you're going to do this good. Orlando City, I know you're going to do really good this year. I saw a bunch of new faces out there. And one guy in the front, the short guy, looks like he's Spanish. Wow. He's going to be scoring a lot. Anyway, don't let this one hurt you. You played good. We're happy to be back. Let's go Orlando City. I may take the whole Orlando City team to Kathi Rolls. What do y'all think about that? Sometimes you gotta do good just to help somebody out. And that beautiful little spot was perfect. It took me right back to my dream of having a little place like this, just selling rice, black beans, and Cuban sandwiches. Nothing else. If you don't like that, get the heck out. Oh, I forgot the Cuban coffee, which I don't even know how I would do that. Alright guys, on to the next review of my next find. Thumbs up to myself as always for the find. And I'm out. Kathi Rolls. This is for you. Let me see if I can find the shut off the video button.